Hi guys, welcome to LK Logic. In this exercise, we have to convert from direct to indirect speech. So let's see the first one. He said, I have finished the work. So you should know that this part here, he said, is called the reporting verb. And this part here, inside the inverted commas, I have finished the work, this is called as the reported speech. So the first thing what you have to do is you have to keep he said as it is. Alright, so you have he said, he said, he said. Now the inverted commas will change into that. So you have that. Here you have I, that's the first person. So first person changes according to the subject. Who is the subject here? He. I is he here. So we'll write he. Since you don't have he here, we're going to strike the option B. Now check A and C. The sentence is in present perfect, right? Have or has plus the third form of verb. We'll change it into past perfect. And the past perfect will take had plus the third form of the verb. Here you have. It will change into had. So here you have has, right? Have and has both are used in present tense. So we'll strike off A. Your right answer is C. He said that he had plus the third form of the verb, the work. He said that he had finished the work. That's your answer choice C. Number 2. Mike will say he wants a cup of tea. So you have to remember, this is the reporting verb as I told you, right? If the reporting verb is in present tense or future tense, the sentence in the reported speech will not change. So here the reporting verb is in, so if it is in present tense or future tense, the reported speech will not change. There will not be any change in the reported speech. Inverted commas will change into that. So you have that. So let's strike off C because it has if in this. Now you have to choose between A and B. So let's see. Mike will say that he wants a cup of tea. Mike will say that he wanted a cup of tea. So which is a sentence where your reported speech is not changed? This one, right? He wants a cup of tea. This one. So that's your right answer. He said he's tired. First thing what you'll do is you'll keep he said as it is. So you have he said. Alright. Now let's look into the reported speech. If it does not have a question mark, you don't write if. If you have question mark, you write if instead of that. Your inverted commas will change into if there is a question mark in your reported speech. If there's no question mark, you will replace the inverted commas with that. So you have that. This one we are going to strike it off because you have if in this. No question mark, no if. You'll put if or whether if there is a question mark in your reported speech. Otherwise, no if or whether. You'll just convert the inverted commas into that. Now here is in present tense, right? So you just have to change it into past tense. So what will is be in the past tense? Was, right? So that's your answer choice C. He said that he was tired. Here it is same thing written. He is tired. So that's wrong. Question 4. He said the sun sets in the west. So remember one thing, guys. If there is a universal truth or fact, the reported speech does not change. There is no change in the sentence. We write he said as it is. He said, and he said. Okay. After that, you will convert your inverted commas into that. Not if. If or whether comes when there is a question mark in your reported speech. So let's strike off B. And as I said, when there's a universal truth or fact, there is no change in the reported speech. So it should be as it is. That the sun set in the west. There's no S here. The sun did set in the west. So that's also wrong. The right answer choice is D. He said that the sun sets in the west. Question 5. She said to her father, I am hungry. Whenever you have said to plus the object. To whom she said? To her father. This is the object. She said to her father. Whenever you have said to the object, if you have the object in the sentence, to whom she said? To her father, then you change it into told. You don't write as it is. You don't write said as it is. You change it into told. So here you have she said. We are going to strike that off. Now she told, she told, she told. Alright. And if there is says in your reporting verb, that is in present tense we say says, and in past tense we say said. So if it is says to her father, then it will change to tells to her father. Said to her father will change to told to her father. The next step is your inverted commas will be converted into that. So she told her father that. She told her father if. When do you put if? If there is a question mark in your reported speech. So we'll just strike this off. We don't have a question mark here. She told her father that. So you have that in two of these sentences. So which one is right? Now this sentence, I am hungry, is in present tense. So you will change it into past tense, right? So which sentence is in past tense? Let's see. He is hungry. Am and is both are in present tense. So this is the wrong choice. The right answer is C. She told her father that she was hungry. Am is converted into was. And here you have I. I is the first person which changes according to the subject. What is the subject here? This is the subject and this is the object. You should know that this is called as the subject. Alright? And this is the object. So I will change according to the subject. Who is I here? She. So we have written she. She told her father that she was hungry. Question 6. I say I work hard. I say, you have I say, I say, I say, I say. Your inverted commas will convert into that, 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 that. Here you have if. If or whether comes when there is a question mark in your reported speech. So we don't have a question mark, strike D. Now you have to check the reporting verb is in which tense. Reporting verb is in present tense. So I told you, when the reporting verb is in present tense or future tense, your reported speech will not change. No change in your reported speech. So let's see. I say that he was work hard. Wrong. I say that he worked hard. Change in the tense. Wrong. I say that I work hard. Right. I say you are a fool. So here this is in present tense. Your reporting verb is in present tense. So what does it mean? Your reported speech will not change. No change in your reported speech. Easy. So you have I say, I say, I say, I say. Then your inverted commas will change into that, that, that. Here you have if. If there is a question mark, then it will change into if. So strike B. Here it's written you are a fool, and here it's written I am a fool. They've changed the sentence. No change in the sentence, right? Strike off D. So you have to choose between A and C. Here you have I say that you are a fool. No change in the sentence. Option C is right. You were a fool. So it's wrong. Mike says to Paul, you are ill. First of all, you have says here. That is in present tense. Alright. And then Mike says to Paul, you have an object as well. So whenever you have an object, this says will change to tells. Okay. So let's strike off A. Mike says because it has says. You have here tells, tells. Mike tells Paul, Mike tells Paul. Now, when the reporting verb is in present tense, you don't change the reported speech. No change in the reported speech. So, Mike tells Paul that he was. Your present tense has changed to past tense. So, let's strike off B. Option C is right. How? Mike tells Paul that. Who is you here? You is the second person. Second person changes according to the object. Alright. And who is the object? Paul. Paul is he. Are is in present tense. Is also in present tense. Mike tells Paul that he is ill, so there's no change in the tense. Present tense, present tense. With you, you write are, you are. You don't write is. You don't say you is, you are. And with he, you write is, he is, she is. You don't say he are, she are, right? So he is ill. Question 9, he said to me, you must be silent. Now remember guys, if you have must in a sentence, must will remain must as it is. It will not change. Now here you have he said, it is in past tense, to me. You have the object. So said will change to told. So here you have he said, let's strike it off. Here you have he told, he told. You is a second person which will change according to the object. Who is you here? Me. And me is I. So it will change into I, not you. So this is also wrong. Right answer is C. He told me that I must be silent. Question 10. Peter said, I saw the planetarium. So you have Peter said, Peter said, Peter said, Peter said. Inverted commas will change into that, that, that. Now the next thing what you have here is I. I is who here? Peter. I changes according to the subject. So Peter is he. So you have he in this, he in this. So let's strike off A because it has I. Whenever you have I or we here, it changes according to the subject. I and we are the first persons. You is the second person. It changes according to the object. And he, she, it are the third person. They don't change. He will remain he, she will remain she, it will remain it, and they will remain they. The sentence is in which tense? Past simple. So we'll change it into past perfect. So past perfect takes had plus the third form of the verb. So in which sentence we have had in this, right? Had and the third form of the verb is seen. So that's your right answer. He saw the planetarium. Past simple is in past simple, so that's wrong. Anyway, I said to him, I do not know. So here I said to him. You have the object here. So said will change into told. Told, told, told. All three are right. Next, your inverted commas will change into that, 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 that. Yes. Here you have I, as I already told you. I is the first person. I and we are the first person. They change according to the subject. So I is who here? I, right? So it will remain I. I. The sentence is in which tense? It is in present simple. So we'll change it into past simple. In past simple, you have to remember you'll have did plus the first form of the verb or only the second form of the verb. Here the right answer is A. I told him that I did not know. You have did plus the first form of the verb. This is same, so that's wrong. I am not know, that's also wrong. So the right answer is A. Question 12. He said, don't move boys. He said. You don't have an object, so you will not change into told, right? No, but it is not like this in this case. This is a different kind of sentence. This is called as imperative sentence, where you give order, suggestion, request, advice. If you're doing something like that, that is called as imperative sentence. Imperative sentences always take to plus the verb. So we'll say he ordered, he warned, he requested, he suggested. Now if you don't have something like that, you can write he told. So let's strike off the option A, he said. Next thing what you have is he told the boys. He told the boys. Now here inverted commas will not change into that. You will just write to plus the verb. Here you have don't, so that's a negative sentence. You will have a not in your statement. He told the boys not, and then you'll have to plus the verb. So that's your right answer choice C. You'll not have that. So that's also wrong. Right answer is C. Question 13. He said, do they play cricket? Here, the first thing what you have to check is, in your reported speech, there is a question mark. This is called as interrogative sentence. Now, do they play cricket? So you'll say, yes, they play cricket. No, they don't play cricket. So if you're giving your answer in a yes or no, then it is called a simple interrogative sentence. The question is asked where you have to give a detailed answer, then that is called a double interrogative sentence. You will change the reporting verb into asked because you're asking a question. So let's strike off A because it is written said and said. Instead of inverted commas, we will not write that. Okay? Because there is a question mark, it is a simple interrogative sentence. Your inverted commas will change into if. So that's your right answer, choice D. You'll strike off C. The sentence is in which tense? It is in present simple tense. So you will change it into past simple tense. They is third person. When you have third person, it remains the same. You will have they only in your indirect speech. Past tense of plays, played. They played cricket. So that's your right answer, choice D. Question 14. They said to me, was Emma ill? So here again you have a question mark. Question mark is given. So said will change into asked, asked, asked. So let's strike off B because it has told in that. Is it simple interrogative or double interrogative? Was Emma ill? Yes, Emma was ill. No, Emma was not ill. So it is a yes or no question. It is simple interrogative. You can change your inverted commas with if or whether. So here you have whether, here you have if. Both are right. Let's see the next step. The sentence is in which tense? It is in past continuous tense. So you will change it into past perfect tense. In past perfect tense, was is going to change into had been. Is there had been in option A? Emma was ill. Same thing copied. So that's wrong choice. If Emma had ill, there's no been in this. So your right answer is D. None of these. This would have been a right choice if had plus been would have written. They asked me if Emma had been ill, then this would have been right. Question 15. He said to me, have you a car? Now here you have a question mark. It is an interrogative sentence. So said will change into asked, asked. So strike off C because you have told in this, and strike off D, you have told in this. Is it a simple interrogative or double interrogative? Now here you in both the choices you have if. So it is simple interrogative. Have your car? Yes, I have a car. No, I don't have a car. Nowadays we don't use this. Americans usually say, do you have a car? And British say, have you got a car? They put a verb after you. Next thing what we have to check is the sentence is in which tense. You have in a sentence, so it is in present tense. So we'll change it into past tense. In past tense, have will change into had. So in which sentence you have had? Here you have had. So that's your right answer choice. And also, you is a second person. Will change according to the object. Object is me. Me is I. If I had a car. So that's your answer choice B. Question 16. He inquired, how far is the station? Now here you have a question mark. How far is the station? Now that's of course a detailed answer, what you're looking for. So this is a double interrogative sentence. You cannot say, if someone asks you how far is the station, you will not say yes or no. You have to say it is 3 kilometers from here to the right of that, and so on. So you have to give a detailed answer. So that's a double interrogative sentence. For double interrogative sentences, we don't use if or whether. We use if or whether only for simple interrogative sentences. So you can strike these options. Now the next thing, double interrogative sentences always have a WH family. WH family is what, when, why, how. All these words come under WH family. So here you have how. Whenever you have how far is the station, what is this, what is your name, When did you do that? So you just have to copy your WH family word in your indirect speech. So let's see. He inquired, he inquired, he inquired. And after that, you just have to copy your WH word. Here you have how. So let's see. You have how here. No need to write that in interrogative sentences. I already told you. So your right answer choice is D. He inquired how. You just copy your how here. And far is this, how far the station was. The sentence is in present tense. Change it into past tense. So in past tense, is will become was, right? How far the station was. So question 17. He said to me, do you know the way? So it's a question. The said will change into inquired. He inquired, inquired, inquired of me. Now, do you know the way? Yes, I know the way. No, I don't know the way. It's a yes or no question. So your inverted commas will change into if or whether. So let's see which one has if. Inquired of me if. Inquired of me, that wrong. Inquired of me, that wrong. So your right answer is A. He inquired of me if I knew the way. Now, one more thing. You is the second person, changes according to the object. You is me here, me is I. And the sentence is in which tense? It is in present simple tense. So we'll change it into which tense? Past simple tense. Correct. So no will become no in the past tense. So that's your answer choice. That means verb to, right? In past simple we use verb to. No will become no. He inquired of me if I knew the way. Question 18. He said, has he spent all the money? So here there's a question mark. You will change the said into inquired or asked. So here you have inquired, he inquired, he inquired. Has he spent all the money? Yes, he has spent. No, he has not spent. Simple interrogative. So you will put if or whether. Know that. So let's strike off option A. Now the sentence is in which tense? It is in present perfect tense. So we'll change it into past perfect tense. So here you have, has he spent all the money? Have or has comes under present tense, so it will change into had. Had plus the third form of the verb. Okay, so let's see which one has had. Here you have has, same as it is, so let's strike off C. Now only the option left is B. That's your right answer. He inquired if he had, you have had, plus the third form of the verb. Spent is the third form of the verb. Spent, spent, had spent all his money. So that's your right answer choice B. Question number 19. He said, what a lovely garden. So here you have the exclamation mark. This sentence is called an exclamatory sentence. Whenever you have exclamatory sentence, the said will change into exclaimed with something. Now, if there is sorrow represented in your direct speech, reported speech, you will write exclaimed with sorrow. Now, if it represents a joy or a surprise, something like that, you write exclaimed with joy or exclaimed with surprise. Simple. Now, what a lovely garden. What a lovely garden doesn't represent a sorrow, right? It's not sadness. So we'll strike off option A. No sorrow. Now, what a lovely garden. He's saying it with a joy. So that's your right answer choice B. Exclaimed with joy. Your inverted commas will change into that. And what a lovely garden. So it was a very lovely garden. And we'll strike off C because it has if in this. If comes only in interrogative sentences, only in question sentences which have questions in your reported speech. So no questions, strike off C. So the right answer is B. He exclaimed with joy that it was a very lovely garden. Question 20. He said, what a terrible storm it is. Here also you have exclamation mark. It's an exclamatory sentence. Terrible storm, you will not say if there is a terrible storm with joy or surprise or wonder, right? So let's strike off option C. He exclaimed with joy. So we'll strike off. We cannot say terrible storm with a joy, right? And option B, you have if. If is used in interrogative sentence, so strike it off. Your option A is right. He exclaimed that it was a very terrible storm. So I hope you liked this exercise. Please don't forget to share it with your friends. Thank you so much for joining. Bye bye. Take care.